Toasting.
Hey, hey there, all my wonderful friends at Unity Spiritual Center, Westlake. How are you? Karen Drucker here, coming to you from San Francisco. It's been a while. So nice to be with you. I wish I could be with you in person. You know, you're my favorite church. So I have a little song I want you to sing with me. I'll teach it to you. It starts off like this.
Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. Let's all come together, take a deep breath, and all join here in this place. Here in this place, we come together, feeling the presence of God. Here in this place, one with each other, knowing who we really are. And we are called to carry our light and shine it all over the world. Here in this place, we find acceptance. Here in this place, we find connection. Here in this place inside, we find the presence of God. We find the presence of God.
Good morning and happy Sunday, everyone. My name is Bonnie Chase, and I'm just so happy to be here with you this morning. Whether you're in person or joining us on the live stream, we welcome you as part of our loving community, where we recognize the value of forgiveness in our lives. Unity teaches that forgiveness is giving up a falsehood for a truth and seeing ourselves and others as the light of Christ. Unity is a positive, practical, progressive approach to Christianity that's based on the teachings of Jesus and the power of prayer, and we honor the truths that are in all religions and respect each individual's right to choose a spiritual path. Today we look forward to the inspiring music and message of our good friend Karen Drucker. So are you ready to let some new music and lyrics move you? That's a question that nobody answered. Well, we're going to do it anyway, whether you're ready or not. So stand on up and sing our new opening song boldly. And I want to let you know, Roberta put a link so that you can practice it. We're all going to learn it together. So be brave. It's a cool song. I like it a lot. You're going to want to move.
There is no holding back the power in this room right now, rising up as a force of love so high it can't come down. Every soul is a soul on fire, burning bright with the light of life. Here we are, open wide, there's no place we can hide. We sing out, we sing. Sing out, we sing. Spirit, move, our hands and feet, Spirit, move. Everything, Spirit, move in the space between. Spirit, move like a river deep and wide, rolling out like a mighty flood. Love's filling every heart and pouring out of us.
Be brave.
Feel it breaking down the walls, building everybody up. It's taking over now, there's no way it can stop. So we sing out, we sing. Sing out, we sing. Spirit, move, our hands and feet, Spirit, move. Everything, Spirit, move in the space between. Spirit, move. Take a breath, music break.
one song.
Sing out, we sing. Sing out, we sing. Sing out, we sing. Sing out, we sing. Spirit move, our hands and feet, Spirit move. Everything, Spirit move. In the space between, Spirit move. Spirit move, our hands and feet, Spirit move. Everything, Spirit move. In the space between, Spirit move. Spirit move. Spirit move.
Please remain standing.
Good job.
Let us say our church affirmation together this morning. I willingly express the forgiving love of God. Please be seated.
Good morning, beautiful friends. It's really great to be together with you here this morning. And it just so happens that the daily word is togetherness. Togetherness enriches my soul. That's the affirmation. So much of modern life involves time alone and solitary effort. The more conveniences I acquire, the less time I may seem to have. When I find myself spending too much time alone, it is good for me to invest time and effort in my relationships. Togetherness is a way to remember life and is about more than work and busyness, and that I am part of something greater than myself. Time spent with others blesses and enriches me. It calls me to share of myself and remain open to others' journeys and ways of looking at life that I may not have considered. Togetherness is balm for my soul, a way to feel the presence of God reflected in those with whom I share this wonderful planet. I am part of this wondrous human family and celebrate togetherness. The scripture for today is from Romans chapter 12, verse 5. So we, who are many, are one body in Christ, and individually we are members of one another. Let us repeat the affirmation together. Togetherness enriches my soul.
Now let's join in singing the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us as we forgive others, and leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For the kingdom and the power and the glory are yours forever. Amen.
morning. The September theme for Unity Worldwide and for our center is forgive. That is something most of you do every day. It is a process we must do daily if we are ever to be happy. Is there any heart heavier than the heart who carries around in their consciousness an offense like a rock all day long? The prayer of forgiveness is actually the realization of oneness. One us and one they? No, one. One. This is our time when we pray for others. But before we do, it is important that we become quiet and go within, releasing any thought or feeling that is not in alignment with our highest spiritual selves. We forgive others, and we forgive ourselves. We forgive so that we may rise unencumbered into higher consciousness. We forgive so that we go to God open. Let us pray. Inhaling fully, exhaling deeply. We turn our gaze within. In this moment, we forgive ourselves and all others who have caused us pain in any form. We open to higher consciousness. We open to the spiritual realm where everything is known from the perspective of love, acceptance, and grace. We open in this moment to a consciousness of the divine presence. Feeling the Spirit of God, the soul in each of us, individuals, yet all one, all at the same time. From this consciousness, we bring to mind those for whom we wish to pray. As we speak their names aloud or silently, we do so with reverence, with love, with faith. We see them as God sees them, whole, divine, and free. Please speak their names aloud or silently now. We have opened to divine consciousness. We have placed our loved ones there. They are safe. We go forward with a joyful, positive spirit and faith, and we know all is well with our souls. And that is a very good feeling. Amen. My name is Terry Brewer. Karen Cashmere and I will be available to pray with you in the sanctuary after the service. But first, I have an announcement. Next week's Sunday service is the annual Prayer Chaplains service. I'll be leading the service next Sunday, and I'm thrilled to announce that we're going to have a professional Celtic harp musician. She will add a wonderful musical dimension to the service the prayer chaplains have planned. It will be a contemplative service based on this year's World Day of Prayer theme, fueled by faith, I can move mountains. So this week, consider what the mountain in your consciousness that you would like to move is. Consider what it is. We all have something in our lives that is immovable. Broken relationship, a disappointment, a recurring fear, just something that no matter what we've done, won't move. I invite you to bring your mountain to next week's service, and then to continue on with the wonderful activities for World Day of Prayer later in the week. Thank you.
Hey there, all my wonderful friends at Unity Spiritual Center, Westlake. How are you? Karen Drucker here, coming to you from San Francisco. It's been a while. So nice to be with you. I wish I could be with you in person. You know, you're my favorite church. So I have a little song I want you to sing with me. I'll teach it to you. It starts off like this. What do I want my day to be? I choose. And what do I want to feel today? I choose. And what do I want to say today? I choose. It's up to me to choose. I choose. I choose. All right, so here's my magic wand that says you can sing. That says you can sing, okay? So I want you to sing with me. It goes like this. Today, I choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. All right, here you go. Today, let me hear you sing. I choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. How about happy today? I choose to be happy, so happy today. I choose to be happy, happy. About peaceful, I need that today. I choose to be peaceful, so peaceful today. I choose to be peaceful, peaceful. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, 'cause it's all up to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Today, I choose to be loving, so loving. Here you go. Today, I choose to be loving, loving. How about joyful? Today, I choose to be joyful, so joyful today. I choose to be joyful, joyful. Now I want you to pick your own word. Today, I choose. What's your word for today? To be. Put it in that space. Today, I choose to be what? To be present, happy, prosperous today. I choose. Pick another one. To be. Today, I choose to be. Good job. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, 'cause it's all up to me. You know it's all up to me. Today, I choose to be thankful, to be thankful, so thankful today. I choose to be thankful, thankful, about grateful again today. I choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. Sing that again. To be grateful, grateful again. To be grateful, grateful. Big finish. To be grateful, grateful. Big round of applause. Good job. So good morning, my dear friends at Unity Spiritual Center. So today's topic, let go, let God. Anyone have this handled, the letting go part? Well, obviously I don't, because I've written about 1 million songs and chants to remind myself about what it is to let go. Let go of the shore, let it go. I mean, I actually, well, we're going to maybe do this at the end. I have this song, Let It Go, that when I was writing it, I was writing down every reason I should let go, how I could let go, the true meaning of letting go, every little part of letting go, until finally I heard Spirit inside me just say, oh, Drucker, just let it go. And the whole song is just let it go, but we'll get to that. So the best way I could start off this talk today is with this little chant that this is what I wrote to myself to remember. When I have to let it go, it's all about surrender. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am kinder every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let Spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. Now there may be walls and there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose. I'm going to say that line again in case you didn't hear the first song. I can choose, because that's kind of what my talk is going to be all about, how we have to choose. I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. If you want to sing with me, I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I'm more loving. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. And I let go. And I let go every moment, every day. I will surrender. I will surrender every moment, every day. So it is. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. How do we surrender? Do you love that line about, I'm just in the mystery of it all? It's another little chant I wrote. Let go of the shore, let go of the shore, and let the water carry me. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Who wants to float into the mystery? Do you? I don't. I want to know. I want to know what's happening at all times, but that might be my little control issues. But I mean, that's the thing about letting go, isn't it? 3 little words, let it go. So these 3 simple little words, but yet they can be so hard to do. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to let go, how to just let it be easy to let go, all of those things so that your life after this talk will be completely transformed and life will be easy and perfect. Not. Because here's the deal. What I've learned in all my years of being on this planet, with all the books I've read, the workshops I've gone to, the retreats, everything, and my own teaching and my own talks and my own songs I've written, it's always the mystery of when it is time to let go, how to know when it's time to let go. And the main thing I think I've come to in all these years is that you're the only one who ever knows. No one can tell you. It's such an internal thing. When it's time to move on to something. I know that your church is in transition with a lot of things, and to be able to let go of what was familiar and what you knew, and to be able to move into that mystery. But here's the thing I also have learned in my life, is that that's what life is. It's about change. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. That everything changes, even though we don't want to. Our bodies, our relationships, where we live, what we do for a living, how we do what we do, all of that stuff. But the thing I do know is that Spirit, God, universe, is always urging us to move, to grow, to reach for that full expression of who we are. This is one of my favorite pictures that I'm thinking I should put this on my website because it feels to me like it's everything I always talk about, is that idea of going through, look at this little flower that is coming up through the cement, and that's what I think Spirit is right there. That picture says it all. It's like no matter, here it is in concrete, cement, asphalt, whatever, and it finds one little, it finds one little crack, and it expresses, it comes through, it shines into the light, giving its full glory of being that flower. And I truly believe that that's what we're here to be, and that life is constantly moving. And when we don't want to move, when we're holding on with white knuckles to what it is that we know or what we feel safe with or whatever, has anyone ever had a little spiritual 2x4, or is it just me? That all of a sudden something happens in your life that just kind of whacks you into this new place of possibilities of going, oh my, I guess I'm in this new place. So I want you to think about right now a situation you might be in, that you might be holding on to. And it might be even a situation that's not even all that great, but because you know it, you're holding on because it's familiar. And just look at how much energy it's taking to hold on to that. And let's face it, I mean, sometimes, it's easier to hold on to what isn't working than let go and float into that mystery of what you don't know. It's like, no, I'd rather stay over here. It really sucks, but I know it. But that concept of whatever you resist persists, whatever is there in your life to move towards. I don't know if you can hear this, but I have this blue jay right outside. I think he's trying to sing backups and be a druckette for me. He's like I think he's agreeing with everything I'm saying. But there's a Buddhist saying that pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. I love that. I mean, let's face it, pain is a part of life, but we don't have to let it rule our life. And once again, like I started off with that other song, we always have a choice. We can surrender and we can just have a choice of how we're going to do it. And that's one of the things too that I think is so important to remember when we're looking at those things that are, when they're right there to look at, is the idea, well, actually, I think I'll sing this to you, the idea that you can always be gentle with yourself around it. So this song, this little chant I'll sing with you right now, came in a time when I was beating myself up for something, and I was just going, oh my God, I'm such an idiot, why did I do this? And I called up a friend, and I said, oh, you wouldn't believe I'm such an idiot, I'm so stupid. And she said, stop it, I will not have you talk to my friend that way. Those are the kind of friends we need. And she said, would you ever talk to a child the way you're talking to yourself right now? And so with all of that what I'm talking about today, it's looking at things in your life, but doing it in this way that is so gentle and sweet, by saying, I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. And what about this one? And I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I will love myself like a newborn baby child. But this is why I wanted to sing this to you. This line, I will only go as fast the slowest part of me feels safe to go. Isn't that a great line? And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. And I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself. And I love myself. And I love myself like a newborn baby child. So that one line was written by my friend Robin Posen, who has this whole company called For the Little Ones Inside. And she makes these little bookmark cards. And I was writing that song, and I looked on my bulletin board, and there it was. I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. And I called her up immediately and said, can I give you co-writing credit and put that in this song? Because that's really what I want to talk about today, is that change is inevitable, yes, but letting go and letting God, just letting it be revealed, whatever's supposed to happen, is done with sweetness and gentleness. And you know when you've procrastinated about something. You know that. But, to be able to say, I will only go as fast as the part of me that feels safe says, yes, it's time to move on. So we always have a choice, don't we? We always have a choice of all of this stuff. And so I had a choice years ago. I'll tell you this little story. I was music director of a church here in my area in San Francisco for many years, and I was secure in this job. I came every Sunday. I had the very lovely congregation that I sang my little songs to every week, and it was great. And that's one of the things about change. It was great until all of a sudden I started to get these little feelings in my stomach, like, oh gee, maybe there's something more. Looking at that picture of the little flower coming forward, I was starting to feel confined, where I hadn't been before. I was starting to feel like I was in a box. I had, 2 or 3 songs I would sing every Sunday, but there was something in me that was calling me to express at a larger level, and I had no idea what it was. But I didn't want to look at it because that would mean change, and that scared the patooties out of me. Because what would I do? What would I do for a living? This is how I was making my living. I had a dedicated group of people I played to every week. But then one day, I had a little spiritual 2x4. I came out of the shower and slipped and dislocated my knee. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And what it did for me was all of a sudden, I had to be not moving anywhere. I couldn't move. I had to sit for an entire weekend with my leg up and just look at the clouds go by. I mean, the doctor said you can't stand on this leg, just give it like a week and just be, with it. And all of a sudden, after a few days of this, and getting very frustrated, and why did this happen to me? And all of a sudden I heard this voice that said, oh good, I got your attention. And this voice said, it's time. Oh, I can feel it right now. It just said, it's time. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to grow. And I remember being so scared. And I remember feeling like, well, but these are my friends, and the minister was a good friend of mine, and how could I do this? But that voice just kept saying, there's more of you to be expressed. Now, I will even tell you from before this, had I not been fired from the Red Lobster, where I was singing, Red Lobster restaurant, where I was singing Evergreen and New York, New York every night, I would have never even gotten to the place of being at a church, of realizing that was more of my path than being a wedding singer. So sometimes these things that happen to you that you think, oh my God, it's so terrible, lead you to the next step. Well, in this case, I'm hearing this voice saying, there's more for you to express. And I had no idea what that looked like. But I just remember that when I called up my minister and said, you're my dear friend, and I know this is going to upset you, but I think it's time for me to move on from this job. And I'm going to give you like 6 months to find someone new, but it's time. And when I made that decision, all of a sudden, it was like the universe just started to conspire to show me other ways that I could make a living and, you know, do other creative projects. But the story I want to tell you about is on the day that, my very final day, we did a beautiful ritual. Reverend Carol Huntley is her name. She's written books called, you know, Rituals for Everyday Life. I mean, just beautiful rituals that she comes up with. But on that day, she came up with a ritual for me. And then she surrounded the piano with sheet music. And I was to play a song and then have the new music director step into the circle and take over the song and start to play. And when the song was done, she then addressed the congregation and said, congregation, like a wedding, she said, do you allow Karen to go to her next expression of who she is? And they all said, yes. Do you, you know, support her fully and, you know, whatever, I mean, let her go off on her way? Yes, we do. I mean, and she asked the same question, you know, do you accept this new music director to be, you know, in your life and completely open up to that person? Yes, we do. So it was the most beautiful ritual, but what I remember the most was she turned to me, she put her hand out. Oh wait, did I just get fuzzy? Wait a minute. Oh, I hope I didn't get too fuzzy here. She turned to me, she put her hand out, and she said, all right, Karen, it's your turn. Do you take, you know, will you make that leap and go to your next expression? And I just remember feeling like my heart was beating. I just was like thinking that I was holding on so much that like, oh my God, can I do this? And I stepped over the sheet music and I went to my new life. And I remember sitting down and my whole body was like holding on, like I remember that night I came home and it felt like I had run a marathon because I had been holding on so tight. But here's the thing, truly, when life wants you to move, it will just push you and nudge you in certain ways, if you're present, if you're listening. And one of the ways that I know for myself when it is time to let go, when something's changing in me, I can feel it in my gut. Something will start to not feel right. I might get impatient or find myself procrastinating or just having all of these different feelings of discomfort. But I want to just reframe that for you and just say, when you get uncomfortable with something, like it could come out of the blue. Something's been happening, you know, so you've been going along forever and all of a sudden you just start to feel uncomfortable. I really believe that that's spirit going, hello, wake up. It's time to look at stuff. And that discomfort can really lead you to the next place. You know, around that time I wrote a song, I feel the call of something more. I feel the call to be someone I've never been before. I feel the call of something more. And it's asking, what am I here for? And that might be a question you want to ask yourself. What are you here for? What is your expression? What is your purpose? And when you ask that question and you listen, it can start to tell you some interesting things. So another exercise that I have used through the years that I want to share with you is to ask your higher self or God or universe, and you say, dear love, you just say, dear love, unconditional love, dear love, what would you have me know about blank? So what would you have me know about this situation? What would you have me know about letting go of whatever? What would you have me know about what's next in my life? What questions should I be asking myself? So one of my favorite readings is this. And I love this because the truth is when we let go of things, sometimes it is the most subtle, quiet shift. But it's a shift, and we can feel that we are growing, that we are moving towards something. So she let go. Without a thought or word, she let go. She let go of the fear. She let go of the judgments. She let go of the confluence of opinions swarming around in her head. She let go of the committee of indecision within her. She let go of all of the right reasons, wholly and completely, without hesitation or worry. She just let go. She didn't ask anyone for advice. She didn't read a book on how to let go. She didn't search scriptures. She just let go. She let go of all the memories that held her back. She let go of all of the anxiety that kept her from moving forward. She let go of the planning and all the calculations about how to do it just right. She didn't promise to let go. She didn't journal about it. She didn't write the projected date in her daytimer. She didn't make a public announcement and put an ad in the paper. She didn't check the weather report or read her daily horoscope. She just let go. She didn't even analyze whether she should let go. She didn't call her friends to discuss the matter. She didn't do a 5-step spiritual mind treatment. She didn't call a prayer line. She didn't utter one word. She just let go. No one was around when it happened. There was no applause or congratulations. No one thanked her or praised her. No one noticed a thing. Like a leaf falling from a tree, she just let go. There was no effort. There was no struggle. It wasn't good and it wasn't bad. It was just what it was. It's just that. In the space of letting go, she let it all just be. A small smile came over her face, and a light breeze blew through her, and the sun and the moon shone forevermore. So that's what letting go is, that you just make that decision, that it's time, and you just let God take over to show you, to let it be that that's where the miracles can happen. You know, life for me, the way I see it, is a zigzag path. That there's not a straight line a lot of times to where we want to go. You know, it's like we're on this path, and it's good, and it's good, and it's good, and it's good, and then all of a sudden we get that little feeling of like, oh, this isn't so good anymore. And that's when we make those pivots. So just look to your life for a moment and see about how something that might have been upsetting or a disappointment at one point, when you look at it from this place, sometimes it can really be, wow, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have pivoted over here and then pivoted over here. You know, I think I might have told you this story before, I can't remember, but you know, when I swam, I was part of a women's relay team that swam the English Channel years and years ago. And one of the biggest lessons I learned from that was that idea of the zigzag. That if you were standing on the shore of Dover, England, and looking over at Calais, France, where you're going to go, which is, it's 22 miles, if you went straight across, you wouldn't get there. You had to go in a zigzag all the way across that channel, which means you went 32 miles instead of 22 miles. So you're going like this. I would swim for an hour, then the next woman would jump in and she swims for an hour and goes this way and that way and that way. And 10 hours and 54 minutes later, we were on the shore of Calais, France. But what it showed me was a great lesson in that, you know, you move this way and you're going with the tide, you know, but then it's like the tide changes and you move this way. So I actually just, I'm writing a song right now with a couple other gals that just says, if it ain't happening, let it go. If it's easy, I know I'm in the flow. When it gets too hard, give up control. If it ain't happening, gotta let it go. Isn't that great? So it's like if it ain't happening, maybe you're not supposed to be doing that anymore. Maybe it's time to let God take over and show you where where your next expression is going to be. So I love this quote from Jack Kornfield, who said, "To let go does not mean to get rid of. To let go means to let it be. When we let it be with compassion and gentleness, things come and go on their own." Truly, one of my favorite expressions, it will be revealed. When I allow myself to say, okay, God, where am I supposed to be next? What am I supposed to do? I turn it over to you. Show me. So I want to end today with this little meditation that I want to do with you, this song that I want you to just look at what could be up for you in your life right now that you're wanting to let go of. And just let the images pour over you of what could be, what's calling you, what's next. When things are just too much and I'm holding on so tight, I want to just relax, let it go without a fight. I want to feel that sweet release, so I turn within and I pray and I stop. Take a breath, relax, surrender, trust, trust. Then I say, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Sing that with me now. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. If you do this, move your feet, anything to do with moving your body, letting it go. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Just think about what's going on in your life. What can you let go of in the most gentle way? Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. So this week, I want you to think about what is one action step you can take when you think about letting go of something. Is it writing, dear love, what can I know about letting go of this situation? What can you do in the most gentle way? So just take a deep breath. I let it go, I surrender, I release, and I let go. So I let go and let God. I know all is in divine right order. Whenever it's supposed to happen, it will. I'm gentle with myself. I let it be, I let it be, I let it go. And I end this simply saying, and so it is. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Karen. It's always so good to see you. Throughout our service this morning, we've raised our consciousness into the knowing that as we let go, we return to our original relationship with God, living in the flow of all things, generous, certain of abundance, health, wealth, and freedom. And it's from this awareness that we give generously to this place, Unity Spiritual Center, where we receive and are inspired by these Unity teachings. We know that God is the source, but you are the channel, and I am the channel that sustains Unity Spiritual Center. Whether you're giving here in person today or through your regular monthly giving or as a part of our live stream family, hold this community in consciousness right here, right now, in this moment, as we affirm together, I live expectantly, gratefully, and abundantly. Let's say that again. I live expectantly, gratefully, abundantly.
And as the baskets come by, please stand. We have another new song. It's a Daniel Nahmod song. A lot of you probably know it. It should be called Fun with Key Changes. If you need to go back down, please feel free to do so. Love is decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. It's my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision right here and now. Here we go. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. One more time. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my love. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. My decision right here and now.
Please be seated. As we bless these gifts and prayers, we recognize God as our source, and we see each giver as a channel through which God's good flows. We move to right action, and we are grateful. Amen. And so, friends, this is the time to keep our consciousness high, to keep the high watch as our board continues to have conversation with Reverend Richard, and they diligently do their work for the next process in finding our right minister. So this is the time when we remember who we are. So we create this space for their divine wisdom to help all of these decisions. And we trust and know in faith that as soon as there's information to share, we will know. And in the meantime, we remain high. And from that place of faith where we stand firmly, let us declare our empowering church affirmation, the search team affirmation, together. All together with open minds and hearts, centered in God's love, empowered in the truth that we are one in spirit. I am gratefully aligned with the high consciousness of our new minister in divine order, and all is well. In addition to the regular organizations that we tithe to each month, 2% of our September offering will be donated to Trials for Hope, a nonprofit organization that brings food, personal care items, and warmth to those in need in the greater Cleveland area. We hope our time together today has inspired you to keep your consciousness high through the power of letting go. Here at USC, we just offer so many very different ways to practice these principles and deepen our connection with God and each other. And here's just a couple of highlights. Our Youth and Family Ministry Lemonade fundraiser that was originally scheduled for August 11th when we were closed will be next Sunday, September 8th. So share a glass of lemonade with them and with your friends and help send our youth to Unity Rally. As you heard from Terry, Unity's World Day of Prayer begins this week on Wednesday evening, September 11th, and goes all the way through Thursday evening, September 12th. And our prayer chaplains are looking for volunteers in our congregation who might like to greet people as they come in and then hold prayer space during that time. That request would be for between 7 and 9 p.m. Wednesday or Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So if you'd like to volunteer, Ellen Severson, she's back in the back waving at you. She's going to help you if you'd like to sign up for that. Our fall program book study groups are created, and now we're ready for you to sign up for those today. Kim Buhner will be in the hallway outside in the community room. She's also waving back there right now. If you don't live local and you're part of our live stream family, you can still be part of this amazing experience by signing up for a Zoom group, and books are also available to purchase. And now we have a special announcement from Karen Kazmer about the Miracles Along the Path Labyrinth event.
Hello, friends. I am here to invite you to a special event happening here at USC on Sunday, September 22nd. The Labyrinth team is honoring the 20th anniversary of our Labyrinth and also the fall equinox. To celebrate, we have invited Debbie and Marty Kermeen, the designers and builders of many labyrinths around the world, including the beautiful new labyrinth that's at Unity Village. And we've invited them to be here for a day of celebration and sacred circle. I met Debbie and Marty last year when the prayer chaplains were at Unity Village. And we were there partly to do the dedication of the labyrinth that they had created at Unity Village. It is so beautiful, and they put so much time and prayer into it. They are awesome people, and they are so committed to what they do, and we're very, very excited that they said yes to come and be with us and celebrate our labyrinth. So after the service on Sunday, September 22nd, the Labyrinth team will be hosting a light lunch here before the events. Debbie and Marty have a presentation about the labyrinths that they've created all over the world. Then they will lead us in a guided meditation walk out on our labyrinth, and there will be a sacred water ceremony. And if you've never experienced a water ceremony, this is not to be missed. It's very cool. I can't say enough about these wonderful people and what a treat it is for all of us to have them here with us to bless our labyrinth. The day will be filled with celebration and prayer and love. And the good news in all of this is it's all free. But we want you to register in advance so we can plan lunches for people. You can register on our website, uscwestlake.org. There's also flyers out in the turnstile about this event so you can get more information, or you can talk to Jan Casey-Lieber or any one of us on the team. And one last thing, I will be leading a candlelight labyrinth walk on Thursday, September 12th at 6 p.m. This is part of our World Day of Prayer celebration. So I hope you can join us for all the World Day of Prayer events and share with us in that day of celebration. Thank you for your time.
So check out our website for a complete listing, especially if you're one of our live stream family. It'll help you expand your awareness, connect with others, and have fun. Well, it's the first Sunday of the month, so it's Birthday Sunday. If you have a birthday in September, come on down here. We'd like to celebrate you. There's got to be at least one September baby here. Well, we will say, oh no, there's another one. Okay, come up front. Yes, okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing your birthday. God is blessing you now. We're really glad you came this morning, and if you're here in person, join us in the community room for coffee and fellowship. Today is Change for Kids, so there's a can in the back. Please drop your cash in any form in the can on your way out to support our youth and family ministry. If you're new and you'd like more information about us, please help yourself to a welcome bag in the foyer. And as you heard, next week our prayer chaplains have created a very special Sunday service for us for the upcoming World Day of Prayer, and you won't want to miss our guest musician, Siobhan McCarthy. So if there's kids that want to come up to join us in the closing songs, feel free to come on up here. Please stand as we share our closing songs and then go and be the light.